Addiction, just for everybody to know, addiction is one category by itself. You hear what I said? Addiction is one category by itself. It's not addiction to drinking, addiction to smoking, addiction to womanizing, addiction to fornicating, addiction to lying, addiction to stealing. It's not many addiction, it's one addiction. Addiction is addiction. It's a whole network. This is very important what I'm telling you, because Satan is using today addiction to keep you busy, wasting the time you're supposed to give to God or to something that is more productive in your life. And he keeps you busy. That's why you may notice in your life, those of you that you are addicted to one thing or the other, you may notice that once you are free from one addiction, then you go into the next addiction. Once you are free from the other addiction, then you move to the next addiction. The solution is to be free from addiction in general. By coming to Jesus and receive deliverance from addiction. And you hear how addiction can come in your life. It comes through bad habits. How many of you know that when you take cigarette to smoke, this is a bad habit? This is something bad. How many of you know that? Let me see your hand. Everybody knows this, right? But still, some of you say, let me just try once. You try once, then you say, let me try a second time. Let me try a third time. It has become a bad habit. If you continue feeding it, it will turn to addiction. Then you'll become a chronic smoker. And no matter how hard you try to stop it, you cannot stop it unless God sets you free. Are you with me? This is how Satan works. And it is good for us to know these things. Because if you don't know, you will be fooled. Okay, how many of you have little children at home? And sometimes for your children to leave you at peace, you give them the tablet and you say, play your game. How many of you have done that to your children? You've given the tablet. And then the child continue to demand for that tablet. Or your handset. Mommy, give me your handset. Daddy, give me your handset. You give. You say, it's a child, let them play, it's good. They should be busy with something. No, they are busy building a bad habit, and then that bad habit can turn into what? Into what? It can turn into addiction. And when it becomes addiction, my brothers and sisters, it is very difficult for them to stop it. They are like drunkards. They are like drug addicts. The same drug addiction, somebody who injects himself with heroin. The same addiction is somebody who play the games on the handset. Can you see, out of ignorance, how many of us, we are the ones who have introduced to our children the games on the phone or on the tablet or on the laptop, or we even buy them PlayStation, Xbox. We buy for our children something that will make them addicted in the end. And that is how you see today somebody has grown to become 25 years old, 30 years old, 35 years old, and the person is still addicted, playing like a little baby on the TV all day. And the wife says, are you not going to work today? No, I'm with some friends here, I'm busy. Tomorrow I will go to work. Can you imagine that? How serious this thing is? Addiction is one category by itself. It's not addiction to drinking, addiction to smoking, addiction to womanizing, addiction to fornicating, addiction to lying, addiction to stealing. It's not many addiction, it's one addiction. Addiction is addiction. It's a whole network